Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of the 1FC WMMA 5, the Dawn of MMA Save, here on the channel, as we are in the year 1999, and what a year it is going to be for one, because, of course, we are now at high-level regional, but there's been some crazy things going on in the world of 1999, already 1 month in. For starters, Pancrase has kind of changed what they do as far as they've went away from the open weight division and they went with actual weight classes. Well, you'd think they would, as far as maybe make a couple of them. Well, they only made one, and it was a heavyweight division. So they released everybody that was not a part of that. So Ramiro Sato, Carl Uno, they're back. We're finally having a lightweight division again, but also Vanderlei Silva's contract came up. We snagged him back. And they also cut Walid Ismaili. We signed him back as well. And Akihiro Gono's back. Eric Paulson's back. Very, very awesome. Now, we did have Alan Goes leave because he was 3-4, 7-4. Even though he had good fights with us, I just felt like it was time to get rid of him. As far as coming off a loss to Chuck, he had lost to Jeremy Horn before that, too. Really never had any impressive wins. And I think just the talent is too much for him. Because even him and Alexander Adzuka was starting to kind of get his feet under him in their fight. And obviously that fight had to end with a cut. But, yeah, let him go to Pancrase. Maybe he'll get some more wins and maybe he'll improve and get better. But I just feel like we didn't need him anymore. But we'll definitely trade Alan Goes to Pancrase for all these guys we fucking got back from him. So that was fantastic. As far as for the awards, so Renzo won Fighter of the Year, which he is still actually signed with Pancrase, unfortunately, which is kind of crazy because, again, they only have one weight class, and he's going to fight at heavyweight, so good luck to him on that. Very, very wild. Pancrase won the Company of the Year, which I don't think they're going to win it this year in 1999. I think this is going to be our year, though. I really do. I think this is going to be the year we win Company of the Year. Of course, last year was Pancrase as well. The year before that was Icon Sport, and then Rings won in 95. I think this is going to be our year. I think the Rings, Pancrase, pipeline is going to be over. There's not going to be a Japanese company winning it this year. It's going to be an American company. I'm open, at least. Matt Hughes won Rookie of the Year, really no surprise. The Show of the Year was Pancrase 29, which had a fantastic main event. And also had Vanderlei Silva, had, as far as Manuel Garcia on the card. Bob Schreiber was on the prelim. Yeah, as far as, mainly just because of that fantastic main event is why I was probably rated so high with a critical rating of 84. Pretty wild. But worst fight of the year was also a Pancrase fight at Pancrase 31. So they've had the best and worst fight of the year. The team of the year was Upstart Karate, which is funny enough. I felt like they really didn't do all that well, honestly. But because, Hoist didn't really have a great year. Scott Ferozzo probably had the best year out of all of them, but it's kind of wild. Chemo's on that team. There has to be better teams. I can't believe that one team of the year, to be honest. Submission of the year. And knockout of the year, as far as Sataki won the knockout of the year when he knocked out Royce Algier at Pride 6. Toby Mana, of course, that incredible win. His first ever fight. He wins a fucking award for Submission of the Year. As, he won with that Darce choke, which that fight ruled with Colin Mansour. Of course, the main event of the year is from the Fight of the Year. And the upset of the year was the IVC, where Jesse Jones beat Tyron Robertson, which I did not see. Let's take a look and see if we can see the odds. Oh, it's only a plus 240. That's actually not too crazy, but yeah, he's 6-1. Yeah, good on him. Good on him. Yeah, as far as doesn't have a picture, but 6-1 though. He's rolling right along. Before one Tuesday in Tokyo, though, my goodness, is the show is kind of a funny card because it's not a title fight. It's kind of a buffer. It's kind of a warm-up for the year. It's our first time in Tokyo, because of course when we have ran in Japan, it's usually been in Osaka. But my goodness, as far as with Vanderlei coming back, our lightweight division is back. We're literally going to have at least the lineal champion. It's weird that you can't put the belt back on somebody in WMMA 5, but Ramino Sato, he's going to be champion again potentially, since he has to actually win the belt back. It's kind of wild. Ramino Sato, he's going to be fighting, I believe, it's going to be Yves Edwards. Yes, that is going to be at this show. So it was going to be, I guess I should have preferenced that because I said, oh, there's not going to be a title fight. Originally, there was not going to be a title fight on this card, as we'll talk about. Literally a month ago, we made that fight with Ramino Sato and Yves Edwards to crown the next, technically lightweight champion. Ramino Sato should be the champion. He should be trying to defend his championship, so it's kind of weird. This technically would be just a lightweight title defense for Ramino Sato, but again, the game won't let you put a guy as the champ. It's weird. But as far as that's a hell of a main event, though. Ramino Sato, Yves Edwards. Yves is, this is a big opportunity for him, first of all, but he's done pretty well for himself. He did lose at IVC 11, which is kind of crazy. He's coming off of a loss, technically, but here in one, great wins, been TKO wins of the first round, and he beat Joe Hurley before that. But it just, lost actually in November. Kind of a quick turnaround for him because Ramino Sato, he literally has not fought since June. At his only Pancrase fight, which he won in 39 seconds with Achilles lock. It's kind of crazy again how well he was doing as far as one, because he beat Yuki Nakai. He beat Mikey Burnett with an Americana, which that's crazy. That was the only third round finish. The longest fight he's had was against Mikey Burnett, and Yves Edwards beat him in, it was 8 minutes. Kind of crazy. Should be a fun fight, though. Our main event, Frank Shermark and Masakatsu Funaki, this was going to be the main event, but now it's been pushed down to the co-main. Very happy it's not, even though these two, as far as Frank Shermark's the clear favorite, and they've had some great fights in real life. First time they're fighting here in the Save. Both guys not even 30 years old at this point, which is kind of crazy. Because it definitely feels like by the time the 2000s roll around, but Frank is still in his prime. Just wild. Absolutely wild. But man, I thought he was going to go on a tear for a long, long time, and then Hickson came in, and that really fucked his momentum up, really. Lost his championship, got choked out by Sakuraba, lost to Jeremy Horn by a rear naked choke in the first round, too, no less. But he's gotten a win at Icon, as far as he's been splitting time with Icon and us, and we're still haven't signed him to an exclusive deal. I'm kind of waiting to see how he does with this fight with Masakatsu Funaki before we give him a full-time deal. He is a Henzo Gracie Academy guy as well. Also, we forgot to talk about the betting line for Ramino Sato and Yves Edwards. Sato is the favorite, which is really no surprise. Both guys undefeated in one. Both guys have one loss, though, outside of the promotion. We'll see who will get their first loss in ONE FC. Very, very excited to see that main event, though, again. And then for Manoa, taking on Masaru Suda. Masaru Suda 7-3. Manoa 4-2. Cobra Kai Dojo, Takada Dojo for both guys respectively. Both guys still in their mid-20s. Both guys 501 as well. Manoa is the clear favorite. As far as, again, for him, he just beat Macaulay Yukian in his last fight. That was back in July. It's going to be interesting to see how he does now that Vanderlei's back, Kiyoshi Tamura's back. As far as, obviously, those fights, I believe that actually Kiyoshi Tamura fight was at... it was a middleweight fight, I was about to say. That fight was middleweight, but right now he's 1-1 in middleweight. He was 1-1 in light heavyweight, too, but I think middleweight has definitely fit him more. He hasn't had a bad fight yet for us. Don't think he's going to have one with Masaru Suda. Suda, he's had some, obviously the Paul Herrera fight, it's kind of hard to judge how he's going to do, but he did lose to Macaulay Kid as well. He got choked out in the first round. That's kind of crazy. He just fought for 60 minutes back in July. That is unreal. What a madman. What an absolute madman. That is crazy. Fucking the UFC still having the 1 round, 60-minute time limit. Unreal. Unfucking real. Well, he's got a long time off since that last fight, but he's going to need it. Definitely he's not going to be fighting at least 60 minutes tonight, but could be 40. Could be fighting. It could be 40, but Mr. Deep, Ryuta Sakura, which is hilarious because Deep is not even a thing right now, so we probably should have just took that nickname away since he's not going to be Mr. Deep, since literally Deep's not a thing right now. He was on a nice little winning streak until they had to fight Jan Lamolder, which I can't wait for him to get back, because he'll definitely be snagging him back when we get the chance. But old Frank Trigg making his debut. He is the clear favorite in this one. Jesus Christ, minus 780. There has been really no close fights on the betting line tonight. Frank Trigg, though, 3 wins, all on the local scene. Kind of crazy. His last fight went into the second round. But that's not really a good sign, I would say. But he is a judokan. Pretty solid wrestler. A good little all-around talent. But really, for Frank Trigg, I mean, this is a great test for him, really, to see where he's going to land as far as with these middleweights. Because I think he's kind of more of a welterweight, personally. We'll see, though, because Frank, I mean, size-wise, he's 5'8". That's pretty small for a middleweight. We'll see, though. Yeah, again, welterweight is kind of... Right now, I think Matt Hughes is about to go on a tear. Depending on how he does with Carlos Newton, because that's going to be the next title fight. Obviously, Matt Hughes, Frank Trigg, in real life had a pretty crazy fight. We'll see if that will be something we think about changing in the future. And speaking of welterweights, though, our welterweight contest as our prelim main event, Pat Miletich and Ryuta Sakura. Crazy how Pat's 1-3 with us. I mean, he's had some tough fights here. But at the same time, he is on a 3-fight winning streak right now. So at least, maybe fortunes will change. But he's fought Akira Gono, Dennis Holman, Wanda Braga, all went the distance and all were good fights in those losses. And he had a great fight with Shoney Carter. Don't think he's going to have a bad fight with us. I really don't. His style is pretty awesome for what, really, I mean, he was, he never really used, I felt like it never really used the stand-up as much as I would imagine in real life, or actually here in the safe compared to what he did in real life, because we're really just seeing him more as a wrestler. But he does have a boxing background as well. And for Ryuta Sakura, as far as Ryuta Sakura 3-2, 1-2, with us again a losing record, but both losses to Dennis Holman and Akira Gono as well. But the one Akira Gono loss was a split, at least. He did beat Shoney Carter as well. Was a TKO finish in his last fight. That was back in April, so almost a full year off. He's back again, though. And taking on Pat Miletich as well. Going to be an interesting fight there as far as for the welterweights as our prelim main. Both guys need to win desperately. The two pro wrestlers battling it out here is Minoru Suzuki and the Diet Butcher. Alexander Tsuka, very fun fight, obviously, for that perspective, but obviously, skills-wise and as far as rankings-wise, this is more of just, is Minoru Suzuki going to get another win to be 500? Because right now, he's on a 3-fight win streak. Or no, he's on a 2-fight win streak, excuse me. He did lose to Jeremy Horn, of course. But he's, he lost to Guy Metzger. Kind of crazy. He had the Achilles lock again over Wataru Sakata. He had the Masakatsu Funaki fight, which that went the distance. That was on the very first card. We were going to probably do that again, but because it was decent the one time, I'm like, probably won't do it. But if he does win, and Funaki does lose to Frank Shermark, there's probably a good chance we'll make that fight happen. But for the Diet Butcher, Alexander Tsuka, he's looking to get 500 on his record, but here in one, hasn't been great. He did get fucked over on the cut. Lost to Alan Coase. He did go the distance with Mario Spur as well. I think he's a tough guy. He is super tough. He's got a great suplex on him. But we haven't really seen that, unfortunately. He is on a 3-fight losing streak as well. Shadow in the Meadowlands. Did they actually run the Meadowlands? Oh, no, it's just in Kanto, I was about to say. Yeah, that sounds like a very poor fight. Just two wrestlers who just kind of lay and pray for the most part. Yeah, that would have been pretty bad. pretty bad main event. But yeah, I mean, this is a great chance for him. It was crazy at rings. He was 5-1 at one point, and it's just like, well, fuck, we gotta sign him. Lost to Todd Hayes when we signed him up, so he came in with a loss, gets the cut loss. He now lost to Morris Barrett, has really changed his as far as his fighting career around. But 1999 is a fresh year. He is taking on another pro wrestler as well. Pretty close fight. Should be an interesting one to see how the two wrestlers do. And oh boy, speaking of pro wrestlers though, Kazunari Murakami, he's taking on the Big Cat. Now the Big Cat, 0-3, not impressive at all. Murakami 0-2, literally nobody's won in one here in this fight. He's given up so much weight, is Murakami. Obviously, Tom Erickson's an incredible wrestler. Big motherfucker. He's lost all of his fights though, obviously, but he's fought some very, very tough opponents. Went the distance with Pedro Hizzo, first of all, which is insane. And he went the distance with Pete Williams. He did lose Ice Cold Igor in 32 seconds, but he's a bad man. Just because he's been losing doesn't mean anything, because he's going to probably run right through Murakami here. This is probably going to be Murakami's last fight with us. He got knocked out by Dick Verge. He got knocked out by Goodrich. All not even a minute. This fight probably is going to go at least past a minute, so he's got that going for him. But I love him to death, but he is not talented enough to be a part of the roster anymore. We have changed away from the needs of Murakami, but fun fight though for Tom Erickson to finally get a win. But boy, if Murakami gets a win here, what an upset that would be. Naoya Uematsu taking on the Fireball Kid, Takanori Gomi. Gomi making his pro debut. He is the clear favorite in this fight as well. Jesus Christ, man, it's 7-10. All these betting lines are pretty crazy. For Naoya, he, of course, is 1-1 in ONE FC. He did beat Cullen Mansour. That was a fun fight, too, him and Mansour. One with that knee bar, as far as that was at 1 in OKC. Last year in January, then lost to Shudo. Then had to take on Yves Edwards, which we know how that played out for him, as he lost in the first 3 minutes. But taking on a guy like the debuting Takanori Gomi, of course, Gomi, the Fireball Kid, incredible lightweight, very fun guy to watch. And as far as I thought was going to be, maybe the first, as far as Japanese talent, or even just Asian talent in general, to win a belt in the UFC, but that did not come to play eventually, because I think he might have, it was kind of a tough time when he came to UFC, because I think he'd gotten a little, I wouldn't say he was technically old, because really he was still in his mid-20s, but a lot of fight miles on him, though, at the same time. It's just pretty tough, pretty tough, but this card, we desperately needed this title fight, though. I really do think we needed this more than anything for this card. The Moonwolf, Romino Sato, back with us again, taking on the Thug Jitsu master, Yves Edwards, and it's a hell of a fight, though. I think this is going to be a tough fight for Romino Sato. He hasn't really fought somebody like, as far as Yves Edwards, a guy who's got pretty good striking at a lightweight class. He's used to taking on other fellow grapplers, but he is an incredible grappler in his own right. He's literally the best grappler out of all of them. So this is going to be an interesting fight for both guys. For the ONE lightweight title, lightweight division, back again. Now, it makes me feel good, because there's some exciting fuckers in that lightweight division. Especially now, Dean Thomas, he's got a good chance of getting a title fight now. Gonna be good. Gonna be a good little division now that we're back to our former glory. Frank Schumacher, Masakatsu Funaki, Enzo Gracie Academy guy. Of course, for Frank, which is crazy that he's training with the Gracies, but Masakatsu Funaki is 1-0 against other members of that camp. Betting lines got Frank as a clear favorite. It's going to be a fun fight, though, I think, for Frank. He needs it. But, of course, in real life, those two had some wars in Pancrase. A little different rule set here than in Pancrase, but still should be a fun fight. As Manoa Man taking on Matsutori Suda, and both guys submitted 3 of the last 5 opponents. Both are 0-1 against other current members of the teams. For, of course, Suda trains at Takata Dojo, and Manoa trains at Cobra Kai Dojo. As, for Manoa, He is pretty ranked highly as a middleweight, which is kind of crazy. And Masahiro Suda is ranked 4th. Now that Paulson's back, I would say Paulson's probably 3rd, and these guys are 4th and 5th. But either way, probably the winner of this fight's probably going to take on Eric Paulson if I had to take a shot in the dark. Suda does have one backer in Vic in that fight, as Ryuta Sakura and old Twinkle Toes Frank Trigg. Frank Trigg making his one debut, the big line favorite on the betting line. Frank Trigg, he's looking to get a massive victory tonight to start off his career, but again, this is probably not going to be his weight class. We'll see how he does, though. I wanted to just test out the waters in his first fight. Maybe he will be a kind of smaller middleweight, but he definitely would fit more as a welterweight. Pat Miletich with a 7-inch advantage in this fight. That is crazy. He definitely is going to be a big-time favorite because of that. Ryuta Sakura, though, does have one backer in Kevin. Maybe the Japanese native will get the massive win, because I don't... Is he from Tokyo? Oh, he is from Tokyo, yeah. So he's a Tokyo native as well. Big-time fight for him. And that'd be a huge upset for the hometown kid. Minoru Suzuki and the Diet Butcher Alexander Otsuka. Yeah, Otsuka, he trains at Takada Dojo as well. And he is 0-1 against other current members of that team is Suzuki. And Suzuki trains at Presta, of course. And Otsuka is 0-1 against other current members of that team. So again, both guys haven't beaten somebody from that camp. Otsuka's going to have the weight advantage. That might help him out, especially with the wrestling. We'll see. And then for Tom Erickson, speaking of the big weight advantage, I mean, Jesus Christ. I'd be shocked if he loses this fight. If he loses this fight, obviously he's gone. He's crazy if he would lose this fight. But Murakami, if there's a crazy bastard to beat him with the size disadvantage and just the sheer fucking awesomeness of somebody, it would be Kazunori Murakami. But I don't think it's going to happen today. And Takadori Gomi making his pro debut. 6-inch reach advantage over Yumatsu. Huge reach advantage there. Of course, for the Fireball Kid, looking for a massive victory in his debut, and he's going to probably get that done. We'll see, though. Anything can happen. We've seen some crazy upsets before. Our ringside judges here in Japan. Yeah, Gomi, both guys weighed at 155, but I bet Gomi is probably fighting around 160, 165. Yeah, Gomi's already coming in close. Already lands a 1-2. Yumatsu gets a hold of him, or trying to get a hold of him at least. But yeah, now doesn't want to get hit with any of these big-time shots. Gomi with 2 jabs, missed the body kick though. A couple of minor right hands, can't connect with the right, or the left to the body rather, excuse me. And now, yeah, jab and a straight left hits home, so southpaw strikes landing for Gomi. Now there's a low kick after the jab. He's landing combinations, that is for sure. 2 rights and a left from Gomi, probably broke Yumatsu's nose on that one, and there's a right cross the lands hard, or a left cross the lands hard after the right hand. Clearly fucking him up with striking, but Gomi's starting to get tired on his own. Might have tired himself out, and Yumatsu trying to suck him into the guard. He just gets slammed for his troubles instead. Now he's got side control. See what happens here. Going for side control. Oh, wow. Blocks the transition to side control. Or blocks the transition to guard, rather. Jesus says, yeah. That was wild. That was like left hands. I didn't know if they stood up, but no, he just landed some left hands. Not doing much damage. But again, the southpaw strikes from Gomi. Still keeps him guessing. Yeah, able to say they got to stand him up. There we go. Glad they stood him up. Randall's kick to the body after the jabs wide. Caught him with a straight left again. Left hook to the ribs. Beauty of a straight left. There's a left cross that lands hard. He's fucking him up. But I will say this. Yumatsu is a tough motherfucker. Because he's fighting with probably a broken nose. Well, as I say that, he gets dropped with the uppercut. Could get finished here. He hangs on, though. It took him about 10 minutes to finally drop him, though. He is still fighting. Is Yumatsu. He gets caught with a crunching left hook. Shook him with that one. Big left hand again. Down he goes. He's going to finish him this time, potentially. Nope. Gonna hang on is Yumatsu. Unreal. Unfucking real. He's hanging on for dear life. They stand him back up. Gomi coming in. Taking the initiative. Punch fails to land. Not much energy left for Gomi. Left hook now. More aggressive still, and he lands a 1-2. A jab and a vicious left cross. He knocks him down again. He still hangs on. Boy, does Tucker Gomi got to work on his finishing skills. This is crazy. He's dropped him now 3 times. Still hasn't finished him. And we still got half a fight left. Insane. Insane. I mean, obviously Gomi's won this fight, but he's probably emptied the gas tank on himself. If Yumatsu has a roper doped him, which he has definitely not, because he got rocked again, gets dropped again, still can't finish him, unfucking real. Yumatsu gets caught now with a shoulder smash. I don't know if Yumatsu's done really anything. Well, as I say that, he's trying to sweep him. And blocks it. Looking for another. Oh! Sweep? Nope. Blocked it again. If he does get a sweep, that'd be crazy, but so far that just hasn't been the case. They should probably stand him up, though, because I don't. Yeah, I'm about to say. Yumatsu's not really doing it. He's just surviving at this rate. Another beauty of a straight left. There's a fantastic left cross. He knocked him out cold this time. Yeah, I mean, Gomi probably knocked him down easily 5 times. He landed so many strikes. Yumatsu, you are one tough motherfucker. Jesus. I mean, crazy. Talking to Gomi, though, I mean, obviously a glaring hole in his game with how he was not able to finish him once he got him to the ground, but a motherfucker hits hard, though. So he's got that advantage, especially with those lightweights. You're seeing it there. You know, Yumatsu more of just a grappler, and he could not withstand the Fireball Kid. We'll see how the big cat does. Against Kazunari Murakami, will we get his first victory, not only in one, but in his career, and he's going to slam his fucking ass to the ground. He's got his back. Oh, boy. Can't get the hooks in, though, weirdly enough. Some heavy shots. Man, some ground and pound from a guy that's 6'3", 265 has got to not feel good. And again, though, Murakami is not getting out of it, but he just keeps on getting fucked up. Unreal. Again, he's still preventing him from getting the hooks in. Oh my lord, big shots, sickening shots here. Finally, the referee stops it. Yeah, the big cat was raining down on him. Very, very tough loss for Kazunori Murakami. But it was fun to have him while we did. But yeah, obviously he's just not at that level that we would like for our fighters to be at. But he's just the man. Minoru Suzuki and the Dive Butcher Alexander Atsuka are next prelim contest. Our cage side judges there. Yeah, again, Atsuka. Even though they're both weighing in at 205, he's probably fighting around 220. Maybe even 215. We'll see as far as Suzuki comes in. Lands the straight right. Suzuki goes for that takedown. Not happening, though. But now Suzuki's going to get the... Oh, wow. He can't get him down. Never mind. Looking for the sweep. There we go. He swept him. Looking for the knee bar. Atsuka blocks it. Yeah, I mean, this is a good fight, though, for both guys, really. Because I think stylistically, Atsuka's the better striker. Suzuki, pretty good grappler, but he's not so much better than Atsuka. So it should be a pretty close, evenly matched bout. And there we go. Pushed him on his hands and knees. Went for the fucking knee to the head. But Suzuki wisely gets up. Nice right hand again from Atsuka. And again, another stuff of the takedown. But he's going to push him against the ropes and take him down here. Yeah, look at the pass. Goes straight in the mount. Oh, boy. That's not what you want. He's not doing really anything with it, though. Kind of crazy. Minoru Suzuki been him out for about 5 minutes, it felt like, and he did nothing with it. I mean, he's landed shots, but not a whole lot of damage. And yeah, not the most exciting of rounds there, thanks to Minoru Suzuki. Takes him down again. Trying to pass. Yep, stops him in half guard, though, looking to get out of that. Yep, goes right in the mount. Clean shots now, finally starting to land, but not a lot. There we go. Now he's landing some good shots. I guess gonna give up his back. Both hooks in. That's got to be it. Wow. Atsuka hangs on. Hangs on as well. He's gonna keep on fighting this. Hey, these fuckers, man. I mean, no one has got any quit in them. It has been hard-fought victories. All of them tonight here on this prelim. And obviously, Minoru Suzuki's winning this fight, but I don't know if he's gonna get the finish. Oh, he might even tired himself out. Atsuka trying to trip him. That doesn't happen, though. He can't take him down. And now it's Zuka. He still can't take him down. Jesus, both guys are just going to go for takedowns. Lord have mercy. There we go. We finally see a trip. Suzuki gets the takedown. And yeah, I mean, again, he's in the driver's seat, but boy, is he hanging on to that steering wheel with all of his life. Because he is super tired. And Zuka just, again, I don't think he has the wrestling for this fight as far as to get a win in, but his striking, if he's able to light him up with some big time shots, he will be able to win this fight with a knockout. But Suzuki's been on his ass, has not given him any room to breathe. And Suzuki gets finally a takedown though, so let's see what he's, well, there's only 5 seconds, so never mind. Our final round, Itsuka needs a finish. Right cross blocked, can't hit his right cross to Itsuka. Good counter here from Suzuki, so how about that? As I was talking shit on Suzuki's striking, he comes in and gets some counter strikes in. And Suzuki gets the takedown. 8 minutes left. Suzuki's basically on E. Oh, looking for a sweep. Suzuki doesn't get it, though. Man, oh man. Passes the guard, trying to get side control. He passes. So Suzuki's trying to scramble. Yeah, Suzuki's... Oh, I mean, both guys are almost tired. Or almost tired. Almost completely drained of energy. I would say they are actually drained of energy, just the way they're fighting here. It's been a sloppy affair. Really, the whole fight's been pretty sloppy, but Suzuki takes him down again. Trying to pass guard. Oh, he does so. How about that, no? As far as Atsuka's really looking good so far in this round, but it's a little too late, unfortunately, for him. It's going to go the distance, it looks like. Tough break. Oh, there we go. Some combinations for both guys in out that fight. But yeah, I would probably say Suzuki's going to win on the scorecard. Yeah. Yeah, rated average. That was kind of him, to be honest. But yeah, Atsuka, Jesus Christ, Minoru Suzuki landed almost 170 strikes. That is insane. 169 strikes is pretty ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, tough break for Alexander Atsuka, getting just pieced up like that. But a win for Suzuki nonetheless. Hayata Sakura and Pat Miletich are prelim, and I think this is going to be a fight where we're going to see a finish. I think these guys got the talent to get it done, the striking, and the overall just ability to get it done. Of course, the Tokyo native for Sakura. Nice little counters the short body kick with a left jab and a right hook. Nice 1-2 from Pat. So now we're seeing the striking for Pat Miletich here. But Sakura with a 1-2. Quick left, straight right. Dodges the right hand, counterattacks with a nice right hook. Off target left jab, scores with the right hook. Left jab misses the right hook. Jab missed the vicious right. They meet in the center. Left jab also lands the kick to the lead leg. Neither fighter can land a significant shot. They meet in the center. Left off target left jab hits the right cross. Left jab, right hook from Sakura. Doesn't rock him though, but they are landing. Left jab, right cross from Miletich. Left jab, leg kick from Sakura. Nice counter. Counters the right hand with a quick left, but narrowly missed on the right hand. There's the follow-up shot. Sakura missed the left jab. Hits the leg kick though. Left hook from Miletich. Nice right hand from Pat. Yeah, Pat's counter striking, doing its thing. So far, Sakura with a quick leg kick again. 1-2 from Pat. Cut him above the eye. Yeah, Pat's striking. You know, the reach advantage has been playing a big factor in this. But Sakura has been doing a good job of still answering the call and landing some nice combinations. There's a 1-2 from Pat. Nice right hand from Miletich. Nice 1-2 from Sakura again. Left jab and a right hook. Both guys starting to breathe a little heavier now. Neither fighter can land anything. Missed with the jab. Pressuring him forward. Missed the 1-2. Does Sakura. And they're going to check on the fight cut. Or the cut on the fight. And it's not a fight ender, luckily so. And they come in another counter from Pat Miletich. Jab and a right hand. Nice 1-2 again. Left hand for Miletich. Left jab and a left kick to the rib cage. That's the end of round 1. Good fight so far. Round 2. Here we go. Missed the right hook. Gets countered with a left jab and a right roundhouse kick to the body. It doesn't connect. Jab. Right hand taking on the gloves. Left off target with the left jab, but nails the right cross. Nice counter here. But the roundhouse kick to the body, unfortunately, is too short after the jab. Pat's going to take him down here. First takedown attempt potentially here. Yeah, Pat still trying to take him down. Not happening, though. Counter jab from Sakura. Straight right hand. Pat trying to take him down again. Not happening. Goes for another trip. Not happening as well. Jab, missed the spin kick. 1-2. Neither fighter really landed anything. Lands the right hook there after the jab. Left hand. They engage. Missed the big right hand, putting him off balance, allowing Sakura to attack with the right cross. Jab, right hand absorbed on the gloves. Left jab, left roundhouse kick to the body. Man, I thought this was good. We were going to see a finish here. That has not been the case, but these guys have been striking pretty well. We finally get a takedown. Yeah, as far as Pat making sure that nothing is caught here. Doing a good job on top, not trying to get caught with anything from Sakura. But I would say his wrestling should be better, but he does get swept. It's a sweep, partially successful at least. He unbalances him, and it's a scramble, but he's left turtled up with Pat behind him, and that's a bad spot to be, because Pat is going to land some big-time shots here with some ground and pound. But, oh wow, he ends up losing out in the scramble off of that. That is insane. Short knee to the side of the head. Some elbows now to the ribs. Yeah, I mean, he's running away with this one now a little bit as Pat, but I will say Sakura's not going away without a fight. Looking to muscle him up now. Pat defends that well. Got him against the cage, or against the ropes here, as far as he got him up against the ropes, and elbows him right in the face off the clinch. Some knees to the ribs. Liking the fucking clinch here. Sakura is a judokan, and you're seeing that right now, but as I say that, Pat gets out of that, and he counters with a leg kick. Good shit. Oh, here comes another counter. It's a jab and a right cross. Oh, and he rocked him. Sakura dropped him with a big right hook. Look at the finish him. Doesn't get the finish, though. Tough break. And he's back up, too. So there's a spin kick to the body. There's a left hand from Pat. Unreal. Oh, now he loses control. Pat looking for the trip. He takes him down. What a turn of events for Pat Miletich. Crazy. As, blocks attempted sweep, tries to pass. Another scramble. Sakura doing a good job on making him fight for everything down there, as both guys are tied. And now Pat's got a waist lock. Some more powerful shots. Jesus Christ, the ground and pound. Impressive. Just from having a waist lock, too. Now he's going to just drag him right back down. We'll see what happens here with a jab and a right hand. Caught him underneath the eye. Left hook from Pat. Left jab missed the low kick. And that's the end of the third round. And, man, this fight, it really could go either way, really. I'd say Pat's up on the scorecard, but you never know. Sakura might get this takedown. Oh, no, that doesn't happen. Great sprawl. Nice right hand. Sakura again, trying to judo throw him this time. Doesn't get it. This gets this one, though. Trying to pass. Wow, got side control. Looking for mount. Holy shit, he's got a mount, but it's a scramble. And both fighters just end up standing. So got out of that predicament. The Pat Miletich lands a 1-2 once they stand up. Sakura again going for a judo throw, and he gets it. The judo skills of Sakura is actually really good. Probably should have been doing that the whole time, but I do like that he was trying to strike with him, just for the sake of entertainment. But, boy, great stuff, though, from Hayato Sakura here in this final round. He's falling right in the mount. He's trying to get out of it. I mean, Sakura, he's going to pound away here. Would love to see him go for a submission, potentially, but he's trying to go for the TKO. Oh, gives up his back. Does Pat, and that would have probably been it for him. That's it. I mean, I really wouldn't mind either one of these guys winning, to be honest. If they gave it to Sakura, I mean, that was the right call. That really was. I mean, he did rock him. Didn't drop him, but he did rock him. He had a great job at that end of that round of almost finishing him. He probably landed about the same amount of strikes, yeah. Pat might have landed more. It was a hell of a fight, though. Very fun fight. Very fun prelim main. And what a win for Hayato Sakura. For Pat Miletich, man, 4-4. 1-4 here in one. He just cannot buy a victory for us. But maybe, a change of scenery might be nice for him. We don't have him on an exclusive deal again, but Depending on what his contract situation is, we're probably going to still keep him as a standard guy and let him work elsewhere to get his confidence back up. But Ryuta Sakura taking on Frank Trigg. The undefeated Frank Trigg making his one debut as a minus 780 favorite. Pretty wild. And already, Frank's got him in the clinch and taking him down. Oh, actually, never mind. It wasn't Frank who's initiated the clinch. It was Ryuta Sakura. That's crazy. So now he's caught him with a couple of dirty boxing strikes. He's got him against the ropes here. There's a knee. Oh, now Frank Trigg's in control. What the hell happened here? Oh, yeah, so he took control. Never mind. I completely missed that. So now he's got him against the ropes. I was about to say, Frank Trigg is not looking like a minus 780 favorite, but now he is. Sharp right to the ear. Nice knee to the side of the ribs. Doing his part. Referee's going to separate him, and Frank Trigg again taking the initiative. Looking for the shot in on the takedown. Got it. Triangle. Arm triangle. No, doesn't get it. Trying to get him out. Gives up his back. Well, that's not going to be good. If he gets both hooks in, it's over. He doesn't even go for the big... He's going for these big-time shots. Now he's got both hooks in. Go for that rear naked choke. There it is. Yeah, Frank Trigg gets the win. A fun fight for him again. I think welterweight's more of his calling because he's not even coming in at 190. He's fighting at 185. That would probably be for the best for him. I just think 5'8", 185 as a middleweight, not a good sign. Not a good sign for him, but a hell of a win, though, nonetheless. Lions Den guy as well, so his wrestling's going to be pretty on par. His cardio is going to be on par with a lot of the guys in welterweight. Should be a fun fight at welterweight, especially with you guys like Matt Hughes, Dennis Holman, and Carlos Newton. He's going to fit in really well with those guys. It's Manoa Man. Ikuasa Manoa. I think I actually nailed it that time, but... yeah, I mean, as far as for Manoa, taking on Masahiro Suda, 4-2, 7-3. Both guys, of course, 501. We'll see who will break that streak tonight, or will we get a draw, which I don't think will ever happen, though, the way this goes. It's just not going to happen. But left hand or straight right from Manoa. Shot in, got the takedown. So Suda, might get caught with an armbar from the bottom. Nope. Looking for a sweep now. Suda actually also defends that as well. Now look at the pass. He's got half guard. Doing a good job. Looking for side control. It's a scramble. Suda's up first. Turtled up, facing Manoa. And thought Manoa's going to land some big-time shots, but he's not really able to do anything with it. Went for the knee. But she's able to scoot out of the way, did Suda, and now they're back standing. And there's a big right hand from Manoa. Suda's again trying to go right back down. Brilliant sprawl. Stopped him, and then they went for the 1-2, but Suda was equal to it. Now he's looking to sweep him. Not happening either. Manoa gets control of that. And now he's got him against the ropes. Some knees to the thighs. Quick elbow strike. Hard stomp. And knees to the ribs. Loving that. Some more punches. Yeah, I mean, Masahiro Suda is in a bit of a world of hurt, but he's getting these takedowns at least. But I would say Manoa is up on the scorecard. The way he is just dominating grappling-wise when they're standing. But these takedowns, though, Suda's going for them. He might not get the majority of them, but he's getting a good percentage of them. Enough to, I think, at least press Manoa and try and get him, tire him out and maybe to potentially get something going. But there's a big elbow here that has a large gash now above the eye of Suda. Now he's going to trip him. Suda hangs on, though. Well, doesn't hang on that time. Arm triangle. Fights that off as well. Man, oh man, I mean, what a tough son of a bitch is Masahiro Suda. That's one thing we'll know about these, all the towns really from Japan, from Korea, from China. They are so fucking tough. They are not going to give up. They're going to fight to the goddamn end. And we're seeing it here. Masahiro Suda fighting off these submissions. Probably got blood in his eyes. Doesn't matter. They stood him back up to, and he almost gets this takedown. He's going to push him against the ropes here. Maybe he takes him down. Yep, trips him. Got side control. He's doing a good job when they're on the ground. He's able to transition pretty swiftly. Sometimes he gets stuffed, but for the most part, he's able to move up and get in the mount potentially. But every time, it just ends up getting out of it. But nice right hand. Suda again gets the clinch. And now Manoa takes control, trying to take him down. That also gets blocked. He's pinned him. Up against the ropes now. Elbow strikes. Suda looking for the takedown. Got the single leg. How about that? Didn't even judo throw him. Yeah, trying to go for side control. Oh, he's in side control already. So yeah, he's looking to maybe get the mount. Yep, there it is. Oh, gives him his back. If he gets those body hooks in, it will be it. Can't get that body triangle, though. Suda's in a really good spot now with the body triangle, rear naked choke, and he got him. What an upset. Matsuri Suda, he looked great out there. 8-3, beats Manoa Man, and my God. My goodness. My goodness. What a win. His team at Takada Dojo. It's very responsible. All the fans that came out to support him. Tough loss. Tough loss there for Manoa as our referee, Hirotoshi Okamoto, for this co-main event. Frank Shamrock, Masakatsu Funaki, cruiserweight fight. We'll see how the two Pancrase goats battle it out here. Combination ends with a spinning back kick, fails to land for Frank, and that last kick even gets caught. Somehow Frank doesn't get taken down. Kind of crazy. And there's a right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Again, his kickboxing, pretty solid, especially against someone like Masakatsu Funaki. He doesn't really have that. But, as far as at least he hasn't rocked him yet. But as I say that, though, he's going to fucking light him up with this vicious head kick that knocks him out. Oh, it doesn't knock him out. Knocked him down. Excuse me. And now, oh my God, Masakatsu Funaki's already back up. Insane. So, yeah. Not worried about rushing in. Doesn't want to get hit. Because obviously Frank's got the power to change a fight in an instant. Especially with one of those head kicks. But he is doing a very, very good job. Low kicks now. More shots here. Frank is just got to worry about hanging on and not getting tired. He's doing everything right. Oh, a slips, though. Ends up on the ground. This is not a good idea now. Yeah, already a scramble. Oh, diving in for the leg? Oh, can't grab it, though. Yeah, tactical error there. So now, as far as Masakatsu Funaki, he's still scared of Frank on top here. But he's going to make sure nothing bad happens to him, potentially, but can't get the arm. Trying to catch him with a punch. Off target. Couple of quick strikes. Trying to sweep him. He actually swept him. That's kind of crazy. Way to go, Frank. Now he's on top. Got his back. Oh, never mind. Went for his back, but I think he ended up keeping him right where he was. Trying to get back up. Oh, I thought he was trying to get his back. But now he's looking for the leg lock. Doesn't get it. Looking for it again. Yeah, Frank's luckily getting out of those leg locks. Because that could have been the fight ender, of course. Nice roundhouse kick to the ribs. There's a beautiful takedown. Oh, he's got the guillotine, though. That's Frank, but has to let go of it. And, yeah, elbow strike from the bottom. That's the thing about Masakatsu Funaki. His wrestling is going to keep him in this fight. Frank's wrestling is not as good as Masakatsu Funaki's. And we're seeing it, though. As I say that, though, it might sweep him yet again, but they're going to stand him up. Masakatsu Funaki, oh my lord, kneed him right in the goddamn face. Rocked him. Went for the soccer kick to the body, but somehow Funaki's able to regain his composure after getting kneed right in the face. Straight right hand from Frank, and another takedown attempt. Funaki doesn't get it, though. Maybe takes him down with this one. Yes, he does. He is resilient. Again, the fucking fighting spirit that we have seen tonight has been on display. Because this fight honestly could have been ended in the first round after that head kick. But here we are in the third round. And Masakatsu Funaki is still getting takedowns. He's still pushing this fight in his direction. He's probably losing it still. But goddamn it, he is fighting his ass off. So looking for another takedown. Again, Frank this time stops him. But he might get this one. Oh, no. Actually, Frank's now back in control. He's visibly fatigued, though. I mean, he's been wrestling his ass off. It's not looking good, I think, for Frank here. Because, oh, as I say that, leg lock. Nope. Thought Frank was, oh. Again, it just takes one leg lock. Looking for the sweep him. Not happening. Sweeps him again. Again, that gets blocked. Goes for the takedown. Got Frank's takedown. Takes Frank down, rather. And, yeah, I mean, this final round, I mean, if Masakatsu Funaki, I don't know what he needs to do. He'd probably get away from the leg locks. It just isn't working. Try and go for an armbar. Go for something else. But big right hand from Frank. Gets the takedown. Nope, doesn't get it. I thought for sure he was going to get it. He's going to sweep him, though. There we go. Got his back. If he gets the body triangles, it's over. Going to go for the rear naked choke without him. Might as well, right? Might as well shoot for the fucking stars. Yeah, still, he's blocking him from getting those hooks in. Frank is fighting for his life. Crazy. Yeah, this is why we made this fight, though. We knew it was going to be a fun fight. And again, though, oh, and he got him! He got him! Masagatsu Funaki finally gets that leg lock. Right when I said, I should probably give it up. It's not working. A persistent motherfucker is Masagatsu Funaki. He probably went for that leg lock, 7 times. The 8th one, though, got the job done. Crazy fight. Absolutely crazy. That Frank did not win that fight. Didn't finish him after that head kick, and he loses yet again. He's 7-4. Masagatsu Funaki, 9-4. And beats Frank Shamrock here tonight. Unreal. Unreal. Takada Dojo. What a victory for them and what a win. In our main event for the lightweight title, will our champion Ramiro Sato retain it here? Quote unquote. But boy oh boy, Ramiro Sato back again. Comes in against Yves Edwards though, and he's a tough young kid. Oh man. Caught him with the leg kick though. Caught the leg kick rather, the body. Or the leg kick, Jesus Christ. Caught the body kick, and now he's going to take him down. Oh no. Never mind. Sato's just going to push him against the ropes, and now he's going to take him down. Yeah, tripped him. Not looking good for old Yves Edwards. Oh, it's a scramble. Never mind. Oh, armbar. I don't know, north south. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, quickly grabs him. Up against the ropes again. Yeah, Yves Edwards doing some dirty boxing. Some elbows here out of the clinch. He's doing a good job here. And they end up getting out of that combination. Did Sato, because he saw the knee coming, so he gets out of that and saw that combination coming, missed all those strikes, and now Sato, again, clinch with him, and he takes him down. Knee bar, blocks that. Looking for mount, it's a scramble. Oh, but he leaves his leg in, Sato tries to grab it, bad idea. But I'm sure Sato's like, hey, I'm going to sweep him here. At least tries to, but yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, a bit of a stalemate now. Yeah, Okamoto's going to stand him up. Oh, went for the combination. Doesn't trouble him, though, with the combination in with a high head kick. And another takedown from Sato. The Moonwolf, though, he's in the second round. For the, again, I believe for the very first time, in one. Oh, no, that's right, Mikey Burnett. Yeah, it was the third round. I was thinking it was the second, but no, it's the third, like we talked about earlier. Sato gets him down. Knee bar. Doesn't get it. Knee bar again. Not happening. Goddamn, Yves Edwards fighting for his life in these knee bars. He's fighting it off, though. Okamoto stands him back up. I'm sure Sato's like, hey, we're going to go right back down once he misses. Oh, lands the big right hand, though, does Edwards. Trying to change the trajectory of this fight. Another takedown. Ramiro Sato, God bless him. The Moonwolf, he's got one thing and one thing on his mind, and that is getting a fucking submission. God bless him. Usually, when he gets that submission, it works out in our favor, but now it's kind of a bit of a redundancy. But Yves Edwards starts the combinations off to start this third round, the second half of this fight. Underway, Yves Edwards going to have to lower his hands a little bit. Big right hand. Neither fighter lands anything. Left hand, missed the body shot, gets the takedown. 6 takedown out of 8 tonight as far as for Sato. Another leg lock attempt. Again, not getting it. But like we saw with Masagatsu Funaki and Ken Shamrock, eventually you can find yourself getting a leg lock and getting a victory. Pulls out of that though. I was looking for side control. Got side control. Edwards still making him work hard. Come on! Oh no. Thought that was going to be it. Looking for mount. Oh boy. It's a scramble. Yeah, pulling guard. So we're back in guard. Passes, only the half guard. And yeah, obviously the final round. Yves Edwards needs a finish. Don't think it's going to happen though, because Ramiro Sato's going to catch that kick and take him down off of that. But again, this is the longest he's ever been in a fight for us as far as Ramiro Sato. Punching down onto his gloves. Passes control. Or he passes and loses control, rather, and that's a scramble. Edwards is on his back. And yeah, Edwards ready for the attempt, though. So Sato still in guard. Now he's in half guard. It's another scramble. And Yves Edwards again in north-south. And no, an armbar. Again, doesn't get it. Oh, Sato's got his back though. Minute left. Both hooks in. That's got to be it. Got it. Right at the end of the fucking round. Right at the end of the fight. What a fucking win for Ramino Sato. Gets the rear naked choke victory. Like he was going to lose that fight anyways, but I love the urgency at the end of that fight to jump his back and snag that fucking rear naked choke, and he's back with the gold. Or in this case, you should say he's still the champ, but it is what it is. And obviously, high critical rating of 70. There's 561 people here in Kanto. Hell of an upset with Masakatsu Funaki winning. An upset with Masanori Suda getting the win as well. All submissions on the main card. That was fun. Yeah, it was a fun little card. It's always nice to go to Japan. Yeah, we're going to get a performance bonus for Yves Edwards, too. He fought his ass off. Poor Frank. Got caught. Yeah, Masanori Suda. Trig. Oh, yeah, Sakura and Pat, they had a fun fight, and yeah, I'll probably do it. For the awards, oh, we still made $78,000. Ramino Sato made $64,000, so shout out to him. The GOAT of this shit. The lightweight GOAT. I mean, that was technically his toughest opponent on paper, and he still got the win. It took a lot out of him, but, jeez, oh wow, hospital visit for Hiro Sakura. Crazy. He went to the hospital, and yet he was the one who fucking pulled out the victory for Pat Miletich. I mean, yeah, he did fight with that broken nose. Oh. Yeah, Yumatsu had the broken nose. Well, what the fuck did he hurt? Oh, it doesn't say. Does not say. Yeah, Murakami's probably out of here. Adzuka, I wouldn't say he's out of here. I mean, he is 0-3. I will. Yeah, he's actually 0-4. He's lost 4 straight now. That's tough. It's tough. He might be gone as well. Poor Alexander Adzuka. Well, next era is booked in for UFC. But that will do it, yes, for this episode. Thank you all for watching. As our next show, we'll be going to the Motor City. We'll be going to Detroit. It'll be a March in Mayhem, or one March in Michigan, and then one Mayhem in Maine is going to be our next 2 shows. But, boy, oh boy, that fucking March show in Michigan, Carl Newton, Matt Hughes, Kevin Randleman, and Simi Schilt is on that card. What a great, literally 5'11" Kevin Randleman against 6'11" Simi Schilt. Always love that. And then for Mayhem in Maine, the May card, Sakuraba and Chuck, whoever wins this fight takes on Vanderlei for the Cruiserweight title. Very fun fight there. Eric Paulson's back, and he's taking on Andrei Simonov. Carl Uno and Toby Imada's on that card as well. And, of course, our main event for the middleweight title, Murray Bustamante taking on Evan Tanner. A couple of fun fights coming up in the series, as we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.